So, structural transformation defined as a change of economic structure from traditional with low productivity to modern high productivity. Structural transformation refers to the reallocation of economic activity from agricultural sector to the industrial and service sectors. This structural transformation greatly affects economic development. In economic development, there is a theory called linear growth theory, which interpreted as the evolution of development process that goes through certain stages. In linear growth theory, there were two models, Rostow and Faradilla theory. So first, we will talk about Rostow's theory. In Rostow's theory, it is said that the economy must go through several stages of development towards greater economic growth. As you can see in the picture above, there are 5 stages of growth. So, let's start from traditional society. This stage was marked by subsistence farming, little surplus outputs to sell, limited ability for growth due to lack of modern technology, and trade is done locally.
And then the next stage is precondition for takeoff. In the precondition for takeoff, manufacturing industry start to develop, which means science and technology start to aid economic productivity. And then the next stage is takeoff. In this stage, industrialization begins to develop, and any workers and institutions have to adapt around a new industry.
Age of mass consumption, output levels grow, enabling increased consumer expenditure. There is a shift towards tertiary sector activity, and the growth is sustained by expansion of a middle class of consumers. Drive to maturity, industry becomes more diverse. Growth should spread to different parts of the country as the state of technology improves. The economy moves from being dependent on factory inputs for growth towards making better use of innovation to bring about increases in real per capita incomes.
There are several development models that expand economic growth. Some of them include classical models like Rostow theory. In Rostow theory, in the third stage, take-off stage, Rostow theory needs foreign saving to generate investment. The economy mechanism which need investment same as Faradilla model. Faradilla model is a economic growth model that depends on level of saving and capital output ratio. This model suggests that there is no natural reason for economic growth. Economy requires full employment to strategy of the growth. Labor must working at full capacity to maximum profit. After getting the profit, producer must set aside this profit to saving. The more producer saving, enable more fund to invest. The more invest, make capital stock increase. This capital stock increase used for upgrading labor, machine, technology, and production capacity. And it makes producer get more profit than before.
So guys, we have already learned about the Rostow economic growth model, which say that there are 5 stages of economic development that every nation should pass. So this kind of theory have been tackled down by Adriani, which say that why nations has actually failed. It's just because the pattern of interdependency created by the dependent nations, by the dominant nations to the dependent nations. So in the dependency theory, it's characterized the international system into 2 sets of states, which are dominant and dependent states. So the relations between these two sets of states not only tend to reinforce but also intensify the unequal pattern. So that's why the developing countries or poor countries still stuck on the persistent poverty just because there is just because they cannot get rid of the pattern of interdependency.
So the conclusions of what we have talked about today is Rostow with his 5 stages of economic development, and Darren Mugli with his dependency theory, also Harold with his own economic theory, made us realize that the economic development is something that is complex. We cannot just generalize, not generalizing by saying that a country A could be as developed as country B just because we are seeing in one perspective or one aspect. By looking at the relations between both states, we could make a conclusions how is the best mechanism to gain such as economic development. So that's all from us. We hope that this video are going to educate us all. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys have any inquiries, please just don't be hesitate to put it on the comments box below. Thank you guys so much.